about going live as a parent creator. You may be one of those parent creators like me who has absolutely no time to myself to do a live stream, and you think, well, I just won't do live streams, you know, it's just too hard. But in actual fact, live streams are a really good way to build community and put stuff out there on a regular basis, showing what you're doing. How can you actually do it? Now, I'm using the Prism Live Studio mobile app on my phone, and I can also go live with less than 1,000 subscribers, so that's really good. But one great function in that is that it gives you the option to load pre-recorded video, so that way I can pre-record something like this, because this is a pre-recorded video now. I could be talking about my art, overlap with a time-lapse at the same time, make the time-lapse as long as your conversation that you're having, and then just play that in your live stream and give your community the opportunity to chat about that as well. And that way you're still actually doing a live. And as an artist trying to get your stuff out there and get it seen and get known amongst your community is, I think you should, like, if you're doing practical illustration or painting or whatever, you should set up your mobile phone and film it as you're doing it. These can be converted into TikToks or Reels, or if you're doing it in something like Procreate or Adobe Draw, it gives you the option to export a time-lapse as well to be used for those things too. And of course these videos can be used in your live as well, and it's a great way to put together a live video unneeded. Another good thing to do is to create a structure for your live video. So set up titles like this to help cue you into what you're talking about next, to move the conversation along. And then if you want to create a video out of it later, you've already got your titles already in there. So it's a good way to stay on track and not get too distracted when you're in the chat. This is if you're doing a live chat. And if you're unavailable to do live chat and you're talking and you're communicating with all your viewers in the chat, let them know that, and let them know that you won't be actually talking to them in the video. But after you've played your pre-recorded videos, if there's no kids around, if it's nice and quiet, then you can flip over to your cam and answer some of the questions that might have been raised while you were going live with the other videos. So it might feel near impossible to go live if you're a parent creator and actually get some peace and quiet and have the kids allow you to do something. But there are ways around it with pre-recorded video and time lapses of your art and things like that, because I think the option of chatting with your community in the comments is really valuable. Also, if you didn't want to do that, you could create your video and schedule it as a premiere. This is only on YouTube, and that way you can still comment live in the chat. So there's a few options.